Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are looking into the light that is returning to you, and we will also take a look into what you're releasing, what is the guidance for you that will help you enter into a new cycle that is coming. So choose a group, 1, 2 or 3, and then receive the message that finds you. Let's begin. And hello to those who chose group number 1. So first we have the cards that are showing what light is returning to you. And we have the Wheel, the King of Forces, and Retreat. So with the Wheel, we have this new phase that turns in your favor. So there is a certain movement coming after stagnation. Perhaps something felt stuck or delayed or uncertain, and now it is shifting. So what returns is a momentum and the right timing and the sense that life is finally cooperating with you. So this is going to reflect in your life. Perhaps you will feel that you have more support, you will be dealing with less resistance, so you are now returning to your right direction and things are finally starting to move. And then we have the King of Forces. So this is about clarity and also about authority. So perhaps something is coming, perhaps some dealings with authorities that will be now working in your favor. And so this is about your power. You're stepping into your power. This is a very calm and centered and steady energy that is aligned with the truth. So perhaps now you will be able to influence energy and others with this quiet strength and confidence. So this is about grace and dignity. So the kings, they don't chase, they just align and they just allow life to respond to them. So this is a kind of self-mastery card. And if you have been waiting for some authority issues to be resolved, they are now finally coming into this full cycle and changing into your favor with this Wheel that is accompanying the King of Forces. And then we have the Retreat card. This is about walking away, and this is in fact showing that there is something that you may need to release. So this is about knowing when to step back or to disengage, and perhaps leaving behind something that has already served its purpose. So it brings a certain kind of peace and a sense of inner space. So you are entering into a very calm space where you will be able to shine with your truth and your authority. So perhaps you need to make a decision to step back or walk away even. And this is about creating a new opening that will now bring this inner light back. And you will be also reclaiming your inner authority. And also you may be releasing something that is draining you. And then, this is like a shift happens when you stop trying to force something. And it's also about recognizing your true worth. And so your light is bringing this strong and empowered version of yourself, and this destiny shift that will favor your growth. So just relax and step back and allow life to move forward for you. And now we have the position of what you must release. And we have these two cards, Truth Be Told and Depression. So first, if we look at the Truth Be Told, we see an owl opening a window, so allowing the truth and fresh air to come out. So perhaps what you need to release is this pressure to appear okay, to appear fine when you're not. Perhaps you've been wearing a lot of emotional masks and you were like holding back what you were truly feeling, or perhaps you were afraid to burden others and you don't really share how you truly feel, and that sometimes life may be very difficult for you. So maybe you need to express your true feelings and stop pretending, because when we hold the energy back, we lose a lot of energy. We are very depleted. So perhaps you need to stop holding everything together, and this will help you return to yourself. And with the depression card, of course, there may be a lot of sadness and grief in you, and a lot of emotional weight that you've been carrying internally. Perhaps a sadness and hopeless moments and despair that you perhaps never admitted out loud. So it seems that you are very emotionally exhausted, but you force yourself to push through. And perhaps this now needs to be acknowledged. The truth needs to be told about how you truly feel. And the image of this depression card shows this dark sky, which is breaking open to reveal a rainbow. And the card says, "These too shall pass. Every storm brings a rainbow." So you are being asked to release this emotional burden that you kept hidden, or the belief that you must endure everything alone, or even this weight of old sadness that in fact now is no longer yours. So the rainbow is coming, and the lighter days are ahead. The light is returning. So some old grief needs to be released. It is like a cleansing moment. Something is clearing up, and you are surrendering your weight, your emotional burdens. And this also goes together with that King of Forces. So you are stepping into your own power. Perhaps you've been dealing with people who were very heavy on you, and now it is time to step into your authority and just release these burdens of the past and this weight, and allow this beautiful rainbow to enter your life. So now we have the position of inner guidance, and we have two cards, Come to Me and the archetype of the Prince. So this Come to Me card shows this woman emerging from the petals, and it's all about attraction and lightness and sweetness. So this is all about softening your energy and staying open, and trust your energy that will attract what you need. So everything that is meant to come to you will come without force. So your guidance is to step into this receiving mode and allow blessings to find you. And then with the prince energy, this shows this prince holding flowers behind his back. This is like a romantic gesture, but it also shows that you need to be receptive, and perhaps indeed some romantic gesture is coming your way. So you will attract many people and opportunities, and perhaps someone with genuine charm and good intentions is coming into your life. But also be careful to whom you are opening, because this is also about gestures that maybe perhaps have dual nature. So be open but not naive. So allow yourself to welcome the people that will support you. And also this is guiding you to accept kindness and perhaps even romance. It can also simply and very straightforwardly suggest some romantic gesture from your partner or potential partner. So allow others to uplift you and help you instead of carrying everything alone. And then we have the position which shows the new cycle that is coming, that is emerging. And we see this beautiful lion card with the lion who yawns and roars at the same time. So this symbols the awakening of your inner fire. This is the third chakra card. So you are stepping into your own power after this long period of emotional heaviness and perhaps even depression. Now your inner lion is waking up, and you will feel much more invigorated and powerful and also creative. So it is time to tell your truth, to express yourself, to express your feelings. this also encourages you to make decisions, which goes back to that king that we had at the first position. So it is time to make some strong boundaries and a protective aura. So you will stop shrinking or apologizing, and also you will stop carrying what isn't yours. So this new cycle begins with courage and with clarity. Then we have this card, Clear Your Space, which again shows this purification phase. Perhaps you need to let go of something old, some old emotional residue, or people who drain you emotionally or that lower your feelings and vibration. And also can simply mean that you need to clear your space or rearrange your home or let go of some objects which are tied to the past. So your energy field is clearing, and this is like a bridge between ending and beginning. So you are creating the space for this new cycle and the returning of light. And then we have this beautiful card of connection of the heart chakra. So you are entering into a cycle of very supportive relationships. And this goes back together to that prince that we had. So people will show up for you. You will meet your community or people that you really resonate with. And you are entering into a period of genuine support. So there will be more emotional closeness. You can count on people and collaborations, so you will feel less alone. And so perhaps you were previously retreating and stepping back, but now new people are coming and new connections or connections are going on a higher level, and so you will reconnect with this clearer space, and you will cleanse your field of these lower vibrations, set firm boundaries. So this can relate not only to romance, it can relate also to friendships or to spiritual groups. So in any case, you are attracting people who will match your energy, and you will receive the support that you need. So this light is bringing you a lot of growth, a lot of power, and inner integration. So enjoy this beautiful time, and I wish you good luck. And hello to those who chose group number 2. So this is about the light that is now coming into your life, and we have 3 cards. So first we see this 10 of Wands, which shows that you have been carrying too much, perhaps for too long, alone. So we see this person bowed down under this wands. So this symbolizes overwork and perhaps emotional pressure and responsibilities. So perhaps you feel that you are pushing yourself beyond your limits, or there is a big emotional weight that you're carrying. So we see this exhaustion in this figure, and it's also a card of duty and loyalty, but it has come at the cost of your energy. And right next to it, we have this Ark of the Covenant. This represents a sacred contract. So we see this Ark at the center of a camp, this spiritual presence, and this shows like a sacred agreement, so a soul purpose. And it shows that despite your exhaustion, you are going through something which is deeply meaningful to you. So it's like you are on a soul mission, and you are aligning internally with something holy. And there is a certain kind of divine guidance and a path that you are meant to walk. So if you're struggling, it is not by accident, but it's tied to your spiritual calling. And also it promises that divine is now entering your life, and it is going to help you carry the load. So you are not meant to suffer, but you need to honor your responsibilities, and the divine energies will support you. And then we have this duration card that is showing us that this is about a long and steady evolution. So this calling that is coming now is not meant to explode overnight. So this may be a slow progress that demands consistent devotion, and your path will unfold and you will endure it also with divine help. So climb steadily and also allow yourself to rest, and also allow yourself to trust the divine that will carry the weight with you and help you on your path. So you're like on a sacred mission, and whatever you are enduring is part of your spiritual evolution, which will take a longer time and will take you far. So this is a time of evolving and growing spiritually. And then we have the second position, which is about what you need to release. And we have this building blocks card, which shows that perhaps you need to release the belief that you need to be fully ready before you can move forward. Perhaps you are pressuring yourself to fix everything, or that perhaps you are comparing yourself to some version of who you should be. This may also be a strong self-criticism card, or perhaps a certain kind of perfectionism. So this may be something that you need to release and heal. Or perhaps you're afraid that the structure that you're building will fall, and this can create a lot of tension and anxiety, or perhaps even a fear of making mistakes, which all lead to emotional exhaustion. And then we have also this shame card that you need to, this reveals like a deeper emotional layer about not being content with who you are, or not being happy with how your journey is going. Perhaps there are these voices inside you that you are not enough, or that you have to hide your flaws, that you should not let anyone see your vulnerabilities. So it is time to release a certain kind of image that you hold yourself up to, or a certain kind of perfectionism, and blaming yourself for perhaps not being good enough in your own eyes. So stop punishing yourself, or stop thinking that perhaps you need to self-improve or work on yourself constantly, or just stop believing that something is fundamentally wrong with you. So you need more softness and more acceptance and compassion towards yourself, and this will then usher in this new cycle of light that is coming into your life. And then we have the guidance cards, and this is all about softening and allowing and receiving. So we see this beautiful breathing rose, which shows this person surrounded by this soft rose energy. And so it is telling you to slow down and let your heart breathe. So it shows that you've been carrying too much pressure and perhaps too much emotional weight, and perhaps you've been carrying a lot of structure or trying to build a big structure in your life, and you may expect too much from yourself. So this is all about healing that comes through softness and emotional honesty, and just allowing that things happen and that your heart opens again. So there is no need to force anything, and this will just mend naturally when you return to being soft and tender with yourself and with others. And of course, we have the hero or heroine part. This is especially reflects this need to carry the mountain alone. So you don't have to be the hero anymore. So perhaps you've been trying to solve everything and fix everything and prove that you are strong and hold it together. But the shadow side is overextension and self-sacrifice. So don't be the rescuer. and don't take on burdens that aren't yours to carry. So you're being guided to step out of this role of this exhaustion, of this warrior that keeps everything together. And this is about also choosing the right challenges and let go of what drains you. And don't punish yourself for any mistakes or ideas that may feel that you are not living up to. Just follow your passion and follow what lights you up and not what weighs you down. And then we have the position of the new cycle that is coming. And we see the marriage card, which is not necessarily about marriage. Well, it could be about deeper commitment, but it just shows that you're attracting more emotional fulfillment and also love. And then we have crystal clear intentions and divine consciousness. So the marriage, of course, can show simply that you are attracting relationships that are supportive and loyal. And also you are opening your heart, you are allowing your heart to breathe. And this will bring more balanced connections and partnerships. So if there were some imbalance in your life with people around you, now it says that your heart is ready to balance things, to heal, and also you are ready for a deeper commitment and you are embracing a new chapter in your life. It may be with yourself or in a certain relationship that is on your mind. And then with these crystal clear intentions, it's all about focus and direction that Archangel Michael brings. So you're going to choose your path and you're going to remove what no longer works for you. And if there has been any confusion in your life, now you're going to align your energy with your desires. And also maybe it is time to set clean boundaries. So it's all about inner clarity, and this will open a new era for you and a new cycle and release any possible blocks. And then we have this divine consciousness, this beautiful card of higher alignment, which goes together beautifully with the Ark of the Covenant that we had at the beginning. So this is again showing that there is this kind of a soul purpose alignment happening behind the scenes, whether you can see it or not, but you will see it more and more clearly. So you're going to recognize that all these burdens that you've been carrying and all these situations and pressures that were put upon you are in fact aligning you with something deeper, with something spiritual. And again, you are being guided and supported by the divine. And this is like a bigger picture that you need to see in your life. And also, perhaps a higher path is opening in your life. You will have a stronger intuition and you will receive very clear messages. And also your relationships, if we take a look at the marriage card, will become more conscious, more filled with soul and deeper connection. So this is a very beautiful new cycle that is beginning. It's like the ascension part. You are rising higher. You're going on a higher level of understanding, of compassion, of tenderness, and also beautiful relationships and partnerships that will support you. So I hope this resonated and I wish you good luck. And hello to those who chose group number 3. So we have the cards showing what kind of light is returning, coming back into your life. And we have the Moon card, the Queen of Roses, and the Taming Power of the Great. So the moon card shows two wolves. One is wild and one is tame. So this symbolizes the parts of you that have been in conflict. Perhaps your fears versus your intuition, or emotional overwhelm versus your inner light and inner knowing. So perhaps for a long time your path may have felt foggy or uncertain, or perhaps you've been carrying a lot of emotional weight. But now your instincts are waking up and you are trusting and more your inner guidance, so that you can be guided through this darkness, and this will become stronger than your fears. So this is all about connecting with your instinct of trusting your intuition, trusting your survival instinct, and trusting your inner guidance. And this will be stronger than your anxieties. And then we have this beautiful Queen of Roses, which is about the return of self-love and your heart opening. So this is all about emotional nourishment and softness. So what is returning to you is the opening of the heart and emotional balance. Perhaps after this long, dark period of fears and anxieties, you're becoming more receptive to love and to have more compassion for yourself and for others. So this is about this warm, feminine, healing energy and emotional renewal. And then we have this card from the I Ching Oracle, the taming power of the great, which is about self-discipline. And we see this meditating figure, very grounded and calm, very anchored. So this is the returning of inner stability and the mastery and the strength that comes from within. So you will be able to stay centered and not be overwhelmed by emotions. And it also brings a certain focus and is directing your inner purpose. So you are awakening up to this emotional mastery. So you're maturing, you're becoming more grounded, and you can stay calm and trust your inner voice, and you will be able to handle your emotions with clarity and with wisdom. So, and in this way you are returning to your true inner power. So your theme is about handling your emotions and your emotional world and possible emotional overwhelm, because the moon can bring a lot of moodiness as well, a lot of changes and uncertainty. But now you are developing this strong inner center, and you will be able to carry this with love and with compassion. And then we have the position that tells us what needs to be released. So we have the cards to the Sea and Judgment. So they give us this message of releasing control and overthinking, and also self-judgment. So to allow life to carry you and to allow yourself to go with the flow and trust life. So in this card to the Sea, we see this small boat drifting on water, guided by the currents and intuition. So what you must release is perhaps the need to know everything, to predict or fix everything, or going against the current. So don't resist life's natural flow, or don't overextend yourself. Don't try to make things happen. So perhaps you have the fear of letting go, or you have difficulties with trust, especially with that moon card. We can have a lot of anxiety and we don't trust because we are afraid to get lost in the darkness. But now it is time to drop this belief that you must always take action and that you always need to know what is ahead. So don't force, but allow, and trust that life is already moving you where you belong. So trust the tide of life. And of course, with this Judgment card, this is all about releasing self-criticism. And perhaps you have like a lot of inner judgments or inner opinions or choices and the way you see others and yourself and situations. So don't be overly harsh with yourself and don't constantly criticize or try to make the right decision. So this may mean releasing also perfectionistic expectations or comparing yourself to others. And perhaps you may also condemn yourself for past mistakes. So it says judge less and understand more. So don't punish yourself, just be human and see the situations with compassion, with that Queen of Rose that came up, and practice understanding yourself and others and situations, and not being in this evaluation, criticism mode. So otherwise you just get stuck in fear and hesitation and blockages and anxiety, and this keeps you from flowing and allowing the natural course of life. So trust life and don't judge yourself or others. Develop this compassion towards yourself and others as that beautiful Queen of Roses. And then we have the guidance position. So what is your guidance in this moment? And we have the Thorn card, which is all about protection and clear boundaries, and the Hermit card, which is about inner life and withdrawal. So the Thorn card is all about strengthening boundaries. So we see this figure surrounded by a rose wrapped in thorns. So this is a symbol that you are very soft inside, but you need protection from the outside. So if your sensitivity is increasing, your boundaries must match it. So not everyone can have access to your inner space, and you need to be aware that your energy is sacred and it needs guarding. So set clear boundaries and don't justify or explain yourself. Express your needs very clearly and calmly and protect your space, because this is not a time to leak energy to people who drain you or confuse you. So this is about your well-being, putting it before others' expectations. So this is about empowering yourself, because a rose has thorns and can bite if needed. So this is all about your own healing, which is not up for negotiation. And with the Hermit card, this is also about retreating, also protecting. It's also similarly protecting your inner space, where you will find developed consciousness and heightened creativity, and you will seek guidance from within. And perhaps you need moments of solitude to find this clarity and to nurture your inner world. So it is time to, as also the Moon card suggested, to listen to your instincts, to listen to your own voice and reconnect with your own path. Also, don't disappear from the world, but this is not about completely shutting people or everything out, but it's telling you to be selective, to be intentional in with whom you are connecting, and also be able to spiritually present within yourself, to be present, to present your inner world to those people whom you trust. And to those who are not ready to accept your truth, you can simply calmly set boundaries and withdraw and guard your inner presence and your inner world. And then we have the cards that show what is coming in, so the new cycle that is beginning for you. And we have this beautiful proposal card, which represents a significant opportunity or perhaps a commitment coming towards you. It may be a romantic commitment, perhaps someone will express deeper interest in you, or this is also perhaps about a relationship that moves to the next level. It can also be about a business partnership or a collaboration or a contract that will shift your path. And the rings that we see, they symbolize mutual intention and stability and alignment. So this is all about connecting with others and reaching important agreements that will help usher this new cycle in. And then we have these two cards, the Archangel Michael saying that you're protected and do not rush into any risky choices. And then we also have the Grounded card. So it's saying that something real is coming, but stay guarded and stay clear. Also, Michael is telling you that the door that is opening is safe, that you are guided, that you're protected. So there is no need to fear. You will not lose anything. Don't fear betrayal or disappointment. So don't go into any impulsive decisions. Don't react out of fear, as we also saw in the Moon card, which can be a card about deep anxiety and fears. And so stay grounded, tame your emotions, and act out of wisdom. Also, this card of Archangel Michael is removing the negative energy, and it's giving you courage to only stay aligned with people who are resonating with your energy. So this new cycle is protected, and opportunities that are coming are guarded by higher forces, we could say. So just you need to stay centered and calm, and don't go into any emotional reactions. And then, of course, with this grounding card, which is the first chakra card, it's all about resting in these solid foundations. So stay centered, stay present, and also practical. It may help you to literally connect to nature and to connect with your body. So perhaps moving your body, doing some exercise, eating healthy. And because there is this opportunity coming with that proposal, and it's going to be meaningful. And there is this danger perhaps of feeling emotionally overwhelmed, or perhaps feeling too excited or anxious. So grounding will help you respond wisely and not react too quickly. And also it will keep you from overthinking and judging and analyzing. So this is really a time to prepare your foundation, and you will receive something very healthy, which will come in a very big and a strong way. So this is all about leaving your headspace, which can lead to too many judgments and analysis, and going back to your body where you will feel safe and protected. So the new cycle that is coming is in fact a very safe one. You can trust this protection, you can trust the opportunities that are coming, and at the same time you're becoming grounded and clearing your path and setting strong boundaries. And this will really help you grow and recognize the right opportunities for you. So I hope this resonated, and I wish you good luck.